everybody's gonna find something out about you.
Is this you getting amped up? You look like Stevie fucking Wonder.
I'm amped. Let's go.
All amps, all the
amps,
time.
all amps, all the time.
All right.
Hello. How you doing today?
I'm
Still.
I'm still good.
I doubt anybody listening wasn't listening a few minutes ago. So,
It's hot here.
yeah, that sucks.
It's flat. I fucking hate it. Hot and flat.
Hot and flat.
I got I've been contacted by you know what, I shouldn't talk about this. Fucking whoops.
Just don't say any names.
It has nothing to do with names. It has to do with anyway, I may have submitted a resume for somewhere in Florida.
Yeah? Is it for a dog catcher?
What?
I don't know. That's the first thing that popped into my head. So is it not for a dog catcher?
Are you going to be a dog catcher or not? Tell me.
Yeah. Be a great fucking job. How many calls do you think they get a day? I mean, Jesus, that'd be great. Oh, man. So you got to fly out for an interview, or is it a phone interview? What do you got to do?
I don't know. It's all new, all right?
Oh, all right.
I just know that it's for a fuck ton of money.
Yeah? Is it somewhere in Florida where you could actually do something? Where there's like more than flat and hot?
Yeah, it's. So I was looking at houses in the area. It's in I was gonna say where it's at. Fucking, I don't care. It's near Orlando.
Oh, okay.
But I was looking for houses for rent.
Yeah.
And so right now I have, you know how big my house is now.
Yes.
Right. So a house the sixth the size of the one I have now, it costs 4 times as much. It was $2,400 for a month's rent.
What in the fuck? $2,400? That's insane. I pay $600 for a house payment. That's fucking nuts, man. $2,400. How can you even afford to live?
Like I said, it would be for a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but I mean,
but it would all go to house.
that's what I'm saying. Like your money goes up, but then you're paying it all to your house, so you're making the same or fucking less.
So keep in mind, like, I don't think that I can ever leave Kansas now.
You're stuck?
Well, I've got 5 dogs.
Just that sucks. Like, you just end the story there and it sucks. So you can't leave because you have 5 dogs?
Okay. So when I meet a potential landlord, I have the ability to not come off as like an asshole.
Sure.
Okay. But it takes some work. Like, they have to be open-minded to the fact that I'm not an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, I have, how do you explain that you have 2 pit bulls, a Chihuahua, a black lab, and a Chihuahua mix?
Yeah.
2 black lab, Chihuahua. Did I miss one?
I don't know. I stopped counting. 5 dogs is too many. Can't you pare it down? Just 1 dog?
What, like put one inside of a coat and put the other one on his shoulders?
I didn't think about that, but yes, that would be awesome. No, this is my son. He always wears a trench coat. No. I mean, just like, give them away. What do you need 5 dogs for?
You don't give them away because they're part of the fucking family. You don't give them away. Are you fucking stupid?
I mean, I guess give them to somebody that where you
I
can
want
see
them.
For what? What do you need 5 of them for?
You don't say that to somebody that has 5 kids, do you? You don't talk about my fur babies like that.
My fur babies. Awesome. Oh my God. So doesn't it say in the, like, when you're looking for a house, like, accepts pets or whatever? I mean, isn't that pretty standard?
Usually it's like 1 large dog or not a little fucking Chihuahua cunt that just bites everybody's fucking head.
See, I didn't. I'm being serious. I didn't know that. I thought that they just put it out there like you can have pets. There's no like limit or kind or what. You know what I mean? Like,
So okay,
I don't know.
I don't know that it's ever written like no more than 3 dogs.
yeah.
But if they say how many pets or do you have any pets?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh. I have 5 dogs.
So yeah, so then it just becomes so you're animal hoarders. Well, at least none of them are them pesky pit bulls, right? Well,
So question number 2: do you let the dog shit all over the floor?
I mean, I don't let them.
We usually have a room for that.
They do it.
They do it anyways. And what are we gonna do? You know, they don't
That's-
like it when I clean it up.
That's why I need a 4-bedroom, like the shit room.
All right,
You don't,
sign
you don't want
here.
them. You don't want them shitting in your kitchen, do you?
Oh shit. Oh my gosh, I must just not be a dog person. We got 1 dog. I like our dog. It's fine. Everything's cool, but I can't imagine having 5 of them.
Yeah. So then you're just not a dog person.
Yeah,
That-
that's. I mean, that must be what it is. Like I said, I like our dog. Our dog's great.
if I had more room, we would have more dogs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
More than 5?
Yeah.
Start a commune with dogs? I don't like it. So if you had room and you had like an acre of land, how many, like as many as you can pack onto an acre or
Yeah. So I would have if we had the room, I would have like an outdoor, a huge outdoor dog kennel thing.
Yeah.
But like in this environment here, I wouldn't do that because the dogs. I wouldn't want to keep the dogs outside.
Yeah, it's way too hot for that shit. And way too flat. They don't like it that flat.
Oh, it is so flat.
Florida ain't much better as far as hot goes though, so and you get the humidity, so that's great.
Yeah, but you also have Disney World.
Does that make up for anything? We had this conversation when we first met. I said I have no interest in going to Disney World. I don't know, stupid, it's big dumb waste of money. And you actually argued with me that I'm bad because I don't want to take my kids to Disney World because it's an experience that they should have. Every kid should have. And I still think that's a stupid way to think about it.
Right.
Right.
You're wrong, but
so defend yourself. So some rich people created something that they charge you a shit ton of money for, and you think I'm bad because I don't give rich people my money because it's stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
No, what's stupid is that you look at everything in life is a financial transaction and which big box company am I supporting by making this transaction? That's what's fucking
everything.
stupid.
Not everything. But if
Okay.
I go to Disney World, Disneyland, Disney whatever.
I don't give a
and
fuck
it's-
what I don't care if you go, send your kids. It would be better if you didn't attend with them.
They might have more fun. So if we go as a family and I budget whatever $37,000 and we get there and they're like, all right, do you want a Coke with your meal? It's $47 for a hamburger. The Coke is $99 extra. So when we come back, I'm broke. It doesn't make sense to me. It makes zero sense to me to go ride a roller coaster and pay $47 for a Coke and call that fun. That's not fun. That's stupid.
Not when you look at it like that. Just get water, dummy.
We're going to Disneyland, but we're only getting water, kids.
Fucking pack some. Stay off the resort. Pack bologna sandwiches. Put them in their fucking underwear or whatever.
You got to smuggle them in. Oh, my God.
So do you try to keep? Do you ever do anything just for the sake of your kids experiencing it?
Absolutely. We do shit all the time.
Like what? Go to the scent store?
Oh, we go down to the river. My daughter has a
No. That costs money.
that costs money. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, you got silent.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
We go to the river.
What? Like what? My daughter likes to collect rocks and polish rocks, and we went to the river, rock polisher and all that kind of shit. I mean, what do you mean? Like, what specifically do you want to know that if I spend money on?
Something frivolous, like a trip to a place where there's a giant fucking mouse. Something comparable to that.
No. No.
You take vacations.
Yeah.
Do you take your kids on the vacations?
We went to Mall of America for the weekend, and we let them do the inside Mall of America. They got that little roller coaster fucking theme park thing. We let them fucking do that all day. That sucked. I mean, they had fun, but it was stupid.
You okay? So imagine taking your kids. Like they had fun.
Mm-hmm.
They experienced so little in life that they had fun going to a mall and riding a shitty roller coaster.
Yes.
Now imagine that times a billion by going to Disney World and them getting to interact with their favorite, whatever, princesses or whatever the fuck they have, or mermaids.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It's gay, but it's about your kids. It's not about you. It's not about your pocketbook.
I don't think you understand, because it is about my kids. My kids are going to grow up realizing that, like, you don't have to fucking spend $47 on a Coke to have fun. It's a completely different way of looking at life.
No. They're going to grow up and hate you because you didn't take them to Disney World.
Right. Is that what this is all about? Did you just want your parents to take you to Disney World and they just wouldn't?
Your kids are going to end up having a conversation. Your son is going to have his own podcast one day.
Hopefully.
And his co-host is going to say, "So what memories do you have from childhood about when your parents spent frivolous amounts of money for your entertainment?" And they're going to say, "Well, we collected rocks."
Mm-hmm.
Of course, by then it'll be all over the news about you going full Ruby Ridge.
I prefer Waco, but whatever. Oh my God. So, oh my gosh.
How much money do you have wrapped up in synthesizers? And all your music shit in that room, roughly.
I don't know. 6, 7, 8. I don't know. A couple $1,000 probably.
Right. So
$3,000
enough
or
money.
$4,000.
Enough money that you could have provided them with lifetime of memories. Instead, you selfishly chose to spend that money on synthesizers that you don't play.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Next article.
I'm hoping that my son starts a podcast someday, because I'm not even kidding when I tell my wife this all the time. He will not stop talking. He just
shut the fuck up.
He just talks. He'll be talking for 10 minutes, and I'll realize that I really have zero idea what the hell he's talking about, because he likes to talk about video games. He tells me every detail of every video game that he plays. Well, I got the silver sword. No, wait, was it a silver sword? No, it was the gold sword that I got. No, and then I got the diamond sword, and then he like literally tells me every step of every video game that he plays. As I'm walking out, I wake up, walk out in the living room, and he's like, it's the second I walk out, well, I got the gold sword in this game. He's playing Forager. I don't even know.
I got a question.
All right.
Would you be willing to allow, like, let's say that Who's Right Podcast LLC Incorporated branches off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's say we start a couple other shows on our network.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, here's the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Your son has his own show,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets to interact with our listeners. They get to ask him questions about what it's like growing up with you as a dad.
Fuck all that.
They'll be good. I'll vouch for them. They'll be good.
Oh boy. I was with you when you said he has his own show. I'm in. But my first thought is all the comments are turned off, all the interaction. He can talk, but there is zero chance that any of these people are talking back to him. He will be damaged for life.
Okay. Daddy, I almost fucked up, man. I almost fucked up. Holy shit. I am way off my fucking game tonight.
I do want to get him talking into the mic and have him get comfortable, because I honestly think that he would be good at it if he can have a direction that he's going to go, because he likes to talk.
Okay, so why don't you just plant your son in front of the microphone,
Mm-hmm.
have him talk about what his favorite game is,
Mm-hmm.
and then just put it out on Patreon or something.
Yeah, I can. And he will for fucking hours.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be cool, actually.
So a couple of these things, I don't know if we want to do them on the regular show or this show.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. As long as we have something for the regular show, I say we go through whatever we can.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
All right, bye.
Let's see here. So this one I really wanted to do.
All right.
The Spanish story.
Okay.
All right. So Wing Wong sent us in and asked us to read this story.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it, and I'm going to ask that you do a professional job of translating it in real time as I'm talking, and I need you to translate it over me.
Over you as you're talking? How about you just read one sentence? I'll translate that sentence because it's going to get real jumbled real quick.
Can we at least try it my way?
Yes.
All right. Municipio de Oxano prohíbe
Municipality of
refresco
Oksana has
like
precipitated
Camada Chatera.
water and I got nothing. It all happened so fast. We didn't even get through the fucking title. The municipality of Oksana has prohibited water and Comancho. What the hell's Chatara? That's got to be some kind of.
What part of
black tar
professional
heroin.
did you not understand? See, this is what I didn't want it to become.
What, funny?
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Igual que varios pueblos ingenuos como Medino.
So, whoa.
Preventa-
Am I reading this as you're reading it?
Yes. You haven't been, but you should be.
My Spanish doesn't work that fast.
Turn it faster.
Aligual. So, linguine is various peppers indigenous to media, preventive, antebellum, eventually contagions because coronavirus, COVID-19. I have no fucking clue. I can't go that fast.
Just do it. It's better.
All right.
Why decido prohibir El Paso?
I've decided to pass distribution of production into the industrial tacos, fendado.
So
between what I'm hearing and what I'm reading, I can't make it out.
I thought for sure El Paso was going to have to do with taco sauce.
Duh. Shit's made in New York City.
Durante su participación.
We're going to direct their participation to
El Duraco a la
Allah.
Why sombrero
The
Maestro del Los Pueblos in
Los Pueblos is the casino, and then for the education of our children. So this makes perfect sense so far.
La Rigidorm Informo Quilena.
If you live in the dorm and you have a Quaalude.
Tampaco Descardo Que Astro.
Paco is my buddy, and he discarded some.
Con El Control Mediso.
And he controls the medicine in the town.
Porno Dejar de Consumir.
De Janeiro.
Elementos
Rio de Janeiro.
Procedios Post Los.
Postlos.
Salada DVD.
Salada, yeah, DVD. One of my favorite DVDs.
Yeah, DVD. All right.
My Spanish is a little rusty.
No, you're doing great.
All right, good.
What I would ask, because we're such a we're doing so much for other people right now, right? So we're taking care of English speakers as well as Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
I would ask for you to help the people that are in hearing impaired with sign language as you're translating.
Do sign language too? Oh boy. All right. Okay. Put on my sign language hat.
A patir estrenada camara.
If you're talking about three and then two down to the Retrel and at the river.
Pour sa parte Abrilo
Pour
Cesar.
some more parts on. Sorry, go ahead. This isn't supposed to be funny. I'm trying to help.
Fuck. YDOL.
Why do you-
in the studio
In the studio.
Con el apoyo
Con
del
Loco
Institucio
Pollo Chicken.
Nacional de la
National in the chickens.
Donde el 60 por
Don Juan, 69. Le
Menudos
Menudo. I was in Menudo when I was a kid. Declaration of Independence from Menudo. And El Buzo, Drinko.
Hey,
Hey,
translator.
I'm trying. What?
El Buzo?
Yeah, El Buzo. Sorry. I told you my Spanish is rusty.
I can't help it. I'm bisexual. All right. Shall we keep going?
I want to know what's going to happen. I gotta know what happens in this story. We can't leave them hanging like that.
Declaration Haber
The Declaration of Independence.
Interior dress vest.
Interior
Omas,
dress is red,
but
and the Omar is
ludicrous.
as ludicrous. Ludicrous.
Did you make a sign for the rapper? Move,
I
bitch!
don't
Get
know
out
how
the
to-
way.
I don't know how to do that. Do you know how to do that? I don't know the sign for ludicrous.
El
The
Encuentro Moderito por
Intruders
Washington
are coming in
Entrade
and
de
trapping
Organización
my
Clego
position
Mixe
in
Concludio
I conclude
Lugu
that
del
the Dell
Incremento
computer is the
en el
best
Consumo
computer
de Elementos.
and elementary
Ultra
school.
procedos
Ultra
consejos
processed
como
cheese,
Chatara
Chatar,
Pueblos y
Pablo Barro.
Desde
The destination is hot sauce.
Anos.
Años every year.
God damn it.
All right. Did we get that?
I just realized something.
What?
I-
Did we
I-
forget
as
to go
we-
live?
As we were doing this, I was thinking this would be fucking great if I can get Anthony just to send me his audio without, so you wouldn't hear anything that I said. It's just what you translated.
Son of a bitch.
And it just dawned on me that you're not recording your audio.
Damn it. That would be great.
All right, let's do it again. Push record.
But I don't think I could do it again. All right. That was a really good article. That was some very good information that we got out of that.
I thought it was funny. I don't fucking care.
I have no idea what that was even about.
All right, so fuck you, Wing Wong. Don't do that anymore.
No, that was good. I think that should be a weekly segment. Maybe my Spanish will get better over time.
Florida man. God, I don't want to start doing fucking Florida stories.
But the Florida stories are the best stories.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Florida man gives birth in a convenience store bathroom. Didn't know he was pregnant.
Wait, what?
A man in Sarasota, Florida, had a sick feeling Wednesday and decided to stop at a Sunoco on his way home from work. After requesting the restroom key from the attendant, David Hodges soon found himself in a strange situation. Feeling what he described as an uneasy feeling in my downstairs area.
Who talks like that?
He went on to describe his ordeal to Sarasota News 4. It felt like my insides was making its way to the outside. Whatever this was coming out, and I had no control at that time. At some point during the ordeal, Mr. Hodges believes he passed out from the experience. When I came to, I heard a baby screaming.
What?
Hold on. Fucking ads, man.
The fuck? Is it the... Oh, my God. All right.
According to Mr. Hodges, what he believes happened in that bathroom was nothing short of a miracle. Not only did I not know I was pregnant, I didn't even know I was transgender. This is just shocking. This is just shocking all around. After regaining consciousness, Mr. Hodges called 911 and was rushed to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, they told me I had something called spontaneous gender transition disorder.
What?
Apparently one of my guy friends left a present inside me, and that present grew into a real-life baby that was so determined to see the world that he rearranged my insides to make a way out.
There's no way this is real. That's not a real medical condition.
Are you doubting mainstream media?
Yes.
Mr. Hodges and his healthy newborn son, David Jr., are home from the hospital now and doing fine. How can you say it's fake when there's a fucking follow-up?
It's fake news.
I just want to move on with my life, raise my miracle child, and put the horrific bathroom birth story behind me. I may never tell my son the truth about his birth, and chances are my son will never know who his other father is. It's really
His
sad.
other father.
According to scientific research, spontaneous gender transition disorder can affect as many as 35% of all men, with most
What?
showing no outward symptoms. If you are a man and believe you may be pregnant, talk to your gynecologist.
What?
I bet there's no other podcast talking about this story.
Right. Hard-hitting news. Spontaneous gender. Where'd it go? I already forgot what it was. Spontaneous gender transition disorder. Can't be real. Oh my God. So yeah, I guess if you're one of the 35% of all men who
What? 1 in 3.
1 in 3 men suffer from spontaneous gender transition disorder.
All right.
You heard it here first.
So this has been popping up all over, and I think it's about the asteroid. Have you heard anything about it?
Nope.
All right. So the way this article is written,
Mhm.
like I read it and I'm like, okay, so this is bullshit.
Okay.
Like this isn't real. It's satire.
Okay.
And it turns out it's not. But you want to talk about how the media tries influencing people? Asteroid named VP1 is hurtling towards Earth at an estimated 21,300 miles an hour. Expect impact the night before 2020 presidential election.
What? Awesome.
Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to talk off the air for a bit, so I don't want anybody else to listen. So
Okay.
everybody mute your shit
Shut
so I
it
can
off.
set this bit up for Anthony.
All right.
All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to react like an overzealous or an overreactions, you know, like, oh, we're all going to die. And then as the story comes back down to reality, then it's like, oh, we're going to be okay. And then when it veers off again, more panic ensues.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
How do I tell them to turn their shit back up? They won't be able to hear me.
Sign language. Turn it up.
Thank you.
No problem.
An asteroid is heading for Earth at an estimated 21,300 miles per hour.
Oh my God.
The night before the hotly contested U.S. presidential election.
Oh my God.
The space rock, known as 2018 VP1, has a 1 in 240 chance of striking on November 2nd.
Oh my God. 1 in 240. That's, oh God.
According to the Center for Near Object Studies at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Oh Jesus.
The rock is 7 feet in diameter.
Oh my God. 7
No.
feet. That's not very big.
Yeah,
Good
I was
thing.
going to say that's the part you bring it back home.
bringing it back to reality.
And NASA,
7 feet. Okay.
NASA estimate that it weighs about 35,273 pounds.
Wow, that's fucking heavy for 7 feet. 7
That's a-
feet. What
That's
the
a
fuck?
dense fucking rock. Okay, so now you're back to being panicked again, right?
All right. Yes. Yeah. I'm fucking panicked. Oh shit.
VP1 has been on the radar since November 2018 when it was first spotted by the Paloma Observatory in California.
Oh jeez.
Where are you at now?
Well, I'm freaking out, man. 2000. That's a long
Are you
time.
at,
that
are
they've
you
been
at
watching
level
this.
yellow or level
No,
red?
No, not red. I'm at yellow.
Are you at threat?
2018.
Are you at threat level midnight?
Right.
But before you hunker down in your bunker, NASA says the chances of it hitting Earth is about 1 in 240 or 0.41%.
0.41% is still a lot. I'm still at yellow. Oh jeez.
Should it hit Earth, it would release an estimated 0.42 kilotons of energy.
Oh my God. Do you know how much energy that is? Do you know how
That
much
is-
0.42 kilohertz of energy is?
At that,
Kilotons?
okay, 0.42 kilotons. So that's like 400 tons of energy. Like a kilo is 1,000, right?
Kilo is what they have in drugs in the movies.
A kilo is 1,000, right?
Right.
Okay. So 0.42 kilotons is less than a half of a kiloton, which would be 500 tons. So it'd be 420 tons of energy.
So I don't know how you measure energy. I thought you measured energy in fig newtons. I don't fucking know, man.
That
This
is
all math.
7,500 times smaller than the meteor that was believed to have killed the dinosaurs.
7,500 times smaller?
Yeah.
All right, I'm moving down to threat level green. That's not very much.
The extremely small chance of a strike scuppering the November elections comes as the vote has already been threatened by civil unrest and COVID-19.
Well, what? What does that have to do with the fucking asteroid? Are we going to die or not?
Donald Trump has previously called for November's presidential election to be postponed because of an increased number of postal voting because of the coronavirus pandemic.
Maybe he wants to delay it because of this asteroid. You ever think of that?
He has been argued more voting by mail could lead to fraud and inaccurate results. It seems like they're getting a little off track on what the topic is.
Yeah, asteroid, Trump bad.
So, an asteroid is heading for Earth at an estimated 21,300 miles per hour.
Trump wants to defund the post office.
Okay, the asteroid will likely come as close as between 4,700 miles and 260,000 miles of Earth, according to Forbes.
I think I want to get a job working for Forbes estimating things because I can do that.
I'm applying to be your estimator.
Yeah.
Well, when can you start? I don't know. Either now or sometime in the next 5 years. You're hired.
Jesus Christ.
There are 3 potential impacts, but none are expected to be disastrous based off the 21 observations over 13 days.
Shouldn't that be in the fucking title of the headline?
If it were to hit the atmosphere, the asteroid is so small that it would only look really bright before breaking up into tiny pieces.
What is the point of any of this? What the fuck? So, all right, how can we say Trump is bad without being obvious about it? I don't know, asteroid? Let's talk about an asteroid.
For the past 290 million years, large asteroids have been crashing into Earth more than twice as often as they did the previous 700 million years.
Global warming.
What does that mean anything to you?
No. So for the past 290 million years, they've been crashing twice as fast as over the previous 700 million. We got to shut down the airports. This global warming is getting out of control.
Asteroids still only hit Earth on average every million or few million years, even with the increased crash rate.
Increase? How do they call that an increase? How's it?
NASA's list of potential major crashes shows no pending major threats.
But what about this one that you're talking about? God, the news is awesome.
Fuck.
Are you, this is so amazing. Are you at the point where you don't know what news outlets? I mean, are there even any news outlets that are worthy of reading anymore? Because it's all this.
I get all my news only from this show because I know.
We'll
the source.
We'll never lie to you. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So the meteor has around a 1 in 240 chance of hitting Earth. Here are some things with similar odds of happening.
Where do you see that?
The big blue box where it says, "What are the odds?"
Oh, okay. I get it.
This is stupid. Fuck, man. Okay, having twins, 3.3 in 100. Winning the Powerball lottery jackpot, 1 in 292,201,338. How is that similar odds? One is 1 in 240. One is 292 million.
Same. This
was written by that estimator.
That's going to get the job at Ford's estimating. That's good.
Mike Pence winning the U.S. election, 1 in 100.
He's not even. How is it 1 in 100? He's not even running. Are they talking about write-ins?
No, they're still. So, you know that thing that you said I don't even know what it is. That came out of our bank account, and it was like $10 or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's that place where you can go bet on presidential outcomes.
Oh,
and I bet that Biden wouldn't come election time. Biden wouldn't be the nominee.
Oh, How much do you win if you?
I bet $10 and I'll end up winning. If I win, it'll be like $85.
I'm in. How do you do it? I want to do it. I can take $85.
Go to the bank.
Wait, did you say he's not even going to be the nominee?
Yeah.
Oh, so you already lost.
I said come election time.
Okay, gotcha. I missed
How
that
many
part.
times on this show have I said that he's going to drop out?
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, I know. You said it a lot.
Oh, fuck, what's the name of it?
Predict
The website. It's like Predict It, I think.
Predict it.
So it's actually really neat the way it's set up. It's set up like the stock market.
Oh.
So
Is it
I
all
think-
political stuff?
yeah, it's only political. So when you go on there, like to buy a share of, in this case, it was Biden not being the nominee on election day.
Mm-hmm.
It cost, I think it was 8 cents a share.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I bought $10 worth at 8 cents a share.
Okay.
If your prediction comes to true, then it pays out at 100. So I get, for every 8 cents, I get $1.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, as it gets closer, let's say that he gets in real bad health,
Mm-hmm.
that will go up. So let's say that the closer it looks like he's actually going to drop, your share prices will get higher. So I could
Gotcha.
sell then if I wanted to at, say, 40 cents or 50 cents, whatever they're selling for.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna have to look into that.
I wish I could remember who it was that told me. It was one of the listeners tagged me in a tweet and said, put your money where your mouth is, because I'd made that prediction.
Yeah,
So I put money in my mouth.
it's always a good thing.
Finding a four-leaf clover, 1 in 10,000, getting audited by the IRS, 1 in 200, living to 100.
So that's the closest one. Getting audited by the IRS, 1 in 200. So the chance of this asteroid coming through our atmosphere and making a light in the sky is about the chances that we're going to get audited by the IRS.
So that doesn't make me feel better.
Why?
Okay, so let's pretend that it's not a light in the sky. Let's pretend it's the asteroid that Bruce Willis blew up.
All right.
If I was to say, hey, there's an asteroid that's going to hit on whatever next Wednesday,
Yeah.
and it's predicted to wipe out all the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry.
Anybody that's been audited by the IRS.
Don't worry. We have as much chance of being wiped, civilization being wiped out, as getting audited by the IRS. It's like, well, that could happen.
So, do you know anybody that's been audited by the IRS?
Yes.
Oh, damn. That blew my theory out of the water. I've never met anybody that's been audited by the IRS. I don't think it really happens. I don't think the IRS even exists.
Okay. If I was to ask you, do you know anybody that's had a Census Bureau worker come to their house because they didn't fill out the census thing? Would you know the answer to that?
Yeah, I never have. I don't know anybody.
Me.
They came to your house?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I actually recorded it because I recorded it thinking that I would use it for the show, but the audio came out so fucking horrible.
Oh, that sucks.
But if you want to talk about, like, if I was to tell you to imagine what somebody that lives in Kansas looks like, who hasn't worked in 20 years, I assume he's got like 6 grandkids. One of them probably a 15-year-old that he still asked her to sit on his lap.
Uh-huh. Sounds like a cool guy.
It was that guy. And like,
Did he look like Jesus?
I assume that he smelled like cigarettes if it wasn't for the stanky cologne that he was wearing.
Awesome. Did you let him in?
No, fuck no, I didn't let him in. I had to step out on the porch. I got 5 dogs. I can't let anybody in the house.
Awesome. Maybe I should get more dogs. Wow, that's so. Did he threaten to like citizens arrest you, or what happens? I don't know what happens if you don't fill out the fucking census.
So I don't know what happens. I just know what happened, which was I came home for lunch and I just walked in the house and the doorbell rang. So I walk around the corner, and once I walk around the corner, I'm locked into an interaction because I got
you can see
big glass doors, you know.
Yeah.
So I open the door and then he's like, all right, I almost said my last name. I am so.
You're off the fucking game.
All right, Mr. Doug.
Oh.
This should only take a few minutes. This stupid thing. So the whole time he's sitting here like this on his phone. He's trying to do the census on his phone. They
Oh,
got
my
an app for
God.
these fucking yahoos. These fucking guys. You know they don't make this easy for us old timers. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they make me ask this. I'm sorry, but were you born a Mr. or were you born a Mrs.?
Did you say I prefer not to answer? Oh god.
I'm sorry. They make us ask these questions. You pervert! You're just trying to get in my panties.
Did you just answer all his questions and that was it?
Yeah, I had to. He was a fucking.
I had to. He knocked on my door and started asking questions. I had to. You didn't have to. Just close the door.
Then what?
I don't want any. Just say I don't. Whatever you're selling, I don't want it.
You're so full of shit. If you're going to tell me that if you get locked into a conversation with the Census Bureau counter guy, that you're going to slam the door in his face and say, I don't want any.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't I? What? So, what do you think happens if you don't answer those questions?
Go to jail. I ain't going back to jail.
So, can they really arrest you for that?
Fuck, I don't know. I'll check. I should have looked this up when he was standing outside.
You should have. I know my rights. Started reading him the Constitution. You should have told him you were a sovereign citizen.
For not, doing the census?
Yeah. What are the penalties for not doing the census?
Potential criminal consequences, including a fine of up to $5,000.
Just don't pay it. It's cool.
Okay, can they give you a ticket for not paying your fine? Hold on.
Wait.
Have you? So up until moving here, I've never filled one out ever. I've heard about them,
Mhm.
but here, like I started getting, hey, neighbor, it's time for the census.
Time for the census.
And then
I
another
think I
one
might
showed
have
up
filled one out.
like a week later. It was like, hey, we told you last week it was time for the census. Maybe you should fill this out. Hey, fuckhead, fill out this piece of paper. If you don't, somebody's coming to your house.
And it's
Ding
literally
dong.
just like a 5-minute thing to fill out and drop in the mail, right?
Yeah, next time I get one in the mail, you can bet I'm going to fill it out.
It's only every 10 years. You'll forget by then.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's only every 10 years. They only need to know if you were born a male or a female every 10 years.
yep. Everyone living in the United States and its 5 territories is required by law to be counted in the 2020 census. Every 10 years, there would be a count, and states with more people got more members in what? I don't care. Whatever. Words.
Words. They use that to determine how much money the states get from the government for taxes or something. I'm not sure. Because however many citizens you have, that's how much money you get, right? And they count. That's why the prisons are so popular, because they count prison population as like population for your state, so you get more money from the government.
So we need more prisons.
Yeah.
We're getting back into this again.
Yes. That was my point. More prisons equals more money equals more better.
Equals more slap chops.
More slap chops, right?
I think that was a low point in our show.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just looking back, it seems cringy.
No. I thought it was
should-
funny.
It should have been Dong Butterbean. That wouldn't have been as bad. But I'm no second fiddle. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
But you're the police chief of police chief of police chiefs. I'm the president.
So
So get in the corner, baby.
it's funny if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Evan started writing Hamilton and Piccolo,
Mm-hmm.
all based off of me being the chief of police chiefs, not you being the president.
Damn it! Think about that. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, put that in there, Evan. Make me president.
No, don't
what
don't
I
fuck
won't-
with your. He's not even a patron, so he's not listening to this
Oh,
anyway.
Damn it. He's the only non-patron that gets the episodes for free because he writes them.
All right. So this is funny.
All right.
I mean, what's the opposite of funny?
This is
This-
on
this
the
is
board.
angry.
This is on the board.
University of Pittsburgh makes students take class on how to be anti-racist following Floyd and Taylor deaths. All right. So I want to skip the story. Well, freshmen will be required to take the 1-credit class with the aim that they leave with an introduction to the black radical tradition, resistance to anti-black racism, and strategies to be anti-racist in everyday life.
All right.
Here's the curriculum. I think I want us to take this class. I don't know if we how we're going to get into the University of Pittsburgh.
It's like 14 weeks or whatever. How are we going to get into the University of Pittsburgh as one person?
Week 1, an introduction to critical theories on race and anti-blackness in everyday life. Week 2, pre-colonial African history and misconceptions of Africa.
Pre-colonial African history. All right.
Let me guess. They lived in huts.
All right.
Week 3, slavery and emancipation.
Okay.
That's where it should stop. Like,
That's where it should stop. What,
Yeah.
The class should stop at slavery and emancipation.
yeah,
Why?
because that's when we all became
Equal.
united as one.
All right.
Week 4, who belongs in the reconstructed United States?
What the fuck does that even mean? When did we reconstruct the United States?
Between week 3 and week 5.
Oh, all right.
All right, fuck. I'll look it up. When did we reconstruct?
Maybe that's what maybe their goal is to reconstruct the United States without whites.
I think that's what it means,
All right.
but I want to fact check.
All right.
What is the reconstructed United States? Reconstruction in U.S. history, the period 1865 to 1877 that followed the American Civil War and during which attempts were made to readdress the inequities of slavery and its political, social, and economic legacy and to solve the problems arising from the readmission to the Union of the 11 states that had succeeded. Okay. So the reconstructed United States is when after the Civil War.
All right.
So who belongs in the
everybody but Indians, right? Didn't.
and Mexicans.
All right.
And we don't need the Chinese people in here unless they're going to open up a restaurant. Is there any reason to have Chinese people in your society other than the good food?
iPods.
We can ship them. We don't need the
Oh.
people here.
Oh yeah, you're right. We can't ship the food. It won't be hot anymore.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? Chinese people are I think they're all right. Japanese people are all right.
You think I think they're all right.
What
All
about
right.
the Filipino people? Like specifically the stinky fuckers that go to the casino and wear flip-flops.
The ones at the roulette table.
Yes.
Those guys really like roulette.
Should we ban them? Like, do they belong in the reconstructed United States?
We'd have to take this class to find out. No Filipinos.
No, I didn't say that.
No, in this class they do. No Filipinos.
No, Filipino people are fine. They're a beautiful
Uh-huh.
race, except for the stinky fuckers that go to the casinos and wear flip-flops.
Oh.
And they smoke the cigarettes a funny way.
Yeah.
If you fit that
Like women.
criteria,
They all smoke like women.
yeah. If you fit that criteria, you're not allowed in the reconstructed United States. What's-
America's awesome.
Week 5, COINTELPRO.
COINTELPRO.
Is that like an advertisement for a coin counting machine at the grocery store?
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Well, I have a problem with big coin counters taking over.
Pushing out us all us small coin counters.
Week 6, contemporary black liberation movements, also known as the liberation apes before impersonating apes.
All right. Perfect. That you've always wanted to throw that in there.
Week 7, Black Arts, Black Study Week, Center for African American Poetry and Poetics.
What? Poetics?
How do you think you'd fare in this class?
Oh God. Oh my God. I don't know that I'd make it out alive.
So they're making it mandatory for everybody to go through this, right? Everybody that goes through their school.
Everybody in this school, yeah. Like a mandatory credit to graduate.
So you're either going to come out hating black people
Uh-huh.
or completely brainwashed. There's no in between. You can't come out any other way.
Hating black people or hating white people. Right?
Yeah.
Their goal is to make you hate white people, but it might backfire and make you hate black people.
Okay, week 8, health disparities in black communities. I think they're talking about the diabetes.
No, the sickle cell.
Week 9, black internationalism and anti-racism. So this is where they get into the big shit.
What is that? What's black internationalism?
Hold on. What is black internationalism? Black internationalism describes the political culture and intellectual practice forged in response to slavery, colonialism, and white imperialism. It is a historical and ongoing collective struggle against racial oppression rooted in global consciousness.
Oh, okay.
Where was I at here?
Week 9.
Week 9. Week 10. U.S. racist housing policy.
All right.
So
Give me a
that's like,
house, I'm black.
that's like redlining shit, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what that was called?
Yeah, but they don't. That's not a thing anymore, is it?
I mean, I live in an all-white neighborhood, so yes, it's a thing.
There's no red lines. But you live in an all-white. Don't you live in an all-white state? What do you want them to bust the people in?
So I would be okay with that being if that's something that Biden was running on, I might vote for him.
Busing,
Yes,
busing in black people to Kansas.
anywhere but Kansas. If they were to bus black people like California, everybody gets to go to California and get your mule and your acre or whatever the fuck it is. I would change my.
You'd be good with that.
Week 11, formal schooling and anti-blackness. What? Formal schooling. Okay, now we're getting started.
Now we're formally starting the anti-blackness.
Week 12, migration, globalization, and anti-black racism.
I thought we just covered anti-blackness.
Week 13, how to be anti-racist. How do you do that? Do you think there's a chance that we're going to be a case study in this class? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes, I do. So, you remember when I told you that my niece, well, I'm harping back on this again, my niece sent my daughter a book.
Yeah.
So
the lesbian librarian.
Right. The author of that book, his name is Ibram X. Kendi, and he wrote a book called How to Be Anti-Racist. So required reading for this class includes How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi. So it's literally required reading for this class.
That's what we need to do, man. We need to get on the required reading list for a college course, because then we can charge like $400, and we don't even have to put the book in binders. We just print it right on the paper and wrap it.
Loose leaf. That would be awesome. How do you do that? How do you get a college class? I mean, if this bullshit can get into a required class, we could easily get into like an elective, right? I mean, Jesus, you know?
All right, we need to write a podcasting book.
Genius. I love it.
I'm going to reach out to Evan and see if he can write us a podcasting book.
Okay. I like this idea more and more.
And then we'll get Kevin to do the book on tape thing.
Perfect.
And we know a good tape distributor, so we're good with
right.
whether you want it distributed or not. Week 14, option 1, Afrofuturism. What the fuck is Afrofuturism?
Afrofuturism.
Afro. Seems like that would be racist.
Why? big hair in the future. That's all. That's all.
Afrofuturism is a cultural aesthetic, philosophy of science, and philosophy of history that explores the developing intersection of African diaspora culture with technology. It was coined by Mark Deary in 1993 and explored in the late 90s through conversations led by Alondra Nelson. Week 14, option 2, heritage is hate, racism, and sporting traditions.
Whoa. Heritage is hate. Is that what it says?
Heritage as hate.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
Option 3, race and technology.
So there's literally option 2 is heritage as hate. So my heritage means that I hate for black. This is so insane to me.
What it's saying is it's not saying all heritage,
just white heritage.
What does heritage as hate look like? Racism and sporting traditions. So
sports. Okay, cool. I hate sports anyways. We're good. All sports are racist. Cool. I'm good.
So that leads me to, it's a good transition point.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good transition point. There you go. You're getting better.
Beautiful. Took me a second.
To what's going on with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs? I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs.
The football team, Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, they changed their name to football or whatever?
Yeah, football team.
Yeah, football team.
Which I think is awesome. I wish
all the teams would change their name to football team.
Yes, and even the baseball team should change their name to football team.
I agree. Just football team and a number. That would be better.
No number. I want the announcer to say, football team with the ball, football team stopped them. Football player with the pass, football player catches it.
And all their jerseys should say player on the back.
All right. So this came out after they changed their name to football team.
Uh-huh. It sounds so fucking stupid.
I know. Doesn't this sound like...
Sounds like you're making it up.
It's if we were a year ago to write a fake news story and say that the Kansas City Chiefs are changing their name to Kansas City Football Team, it'd be like, come on, guys, you really couldn't.
That would have fit perfect on our show. God damn it, I wish let's make a call right now about something that's going to happen in the future so we can be on the cutting edge a year from now.
So we probably could. Just think of, like, what is the next most asinine thing that you can think of? Like,
oh my gosh.
If somebody was to suggest 6 months ago that that black people were going to start rallying to have separate spaces, like, you wouldn't have believed it.
No, 6 months ago. It was 2 years ago. They've been doing that for 2 years now. They want separate water fountains.
If you would have thought that there would be a black person out there saying, we want to be treated separate but equal.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. It's so hilarious.
Okay.
So the newest
here's my vote for what's the next crazy thing that's going to happen.
All right.
You are going to have a black leader stand up in front of his congregation or whatever.
Yeah.
And demand that their votes are worth 3/5 of the white vote.
Oh, why am I laughing? This is your prediction. I think it's going to happen. So I don't know if I sent you this or if I told you about this, but the newest one, and this is real. There is a representative for Illinois. I don't know what he's some kind of a representative somewhere in Illinois. And he literally is calling for history class in schools to no more. We don't teach history in history class anymore because history is teaching white supremacy. So we need to ban all the history books, take no more history credit in high school, in grade school, none of that. No, in Illinois, no more teaching history until we can rewrite how the history class is going to teach without teaching white supremacy. We have to come up with a program that's approved by black people that's to teach history. And that's fucking real. That's happening right now.
Okay, so like during those discussions, right?
Uh-huh.
So you write your curriculum on what you're going to teach for all of history. Like,
right.
Okay.
All of it.
And So there's what, like 3 black people that are the judges? Like this.
Right. There's a panel.
All right. So you can't send it to the panel before 2:00 in the afternoon. We all know that.
We're sending it on black tie. Oh God.
So what's funny, like with the shit with the statues getting torn down, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's, there's people, and I think I was one of them, that I could kind of see the logic in removing the statues and putting them in a museum.
Sure.
You should still talk about history.
Sure.
There's a saying that I'm sure somebody's heard it. It's something like, if you don't know about history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Right.
I may have just made that up.
Nope. I mean, yep. Right here. You heard it here first.
Okay. So my thought was, I don't know that these people in history should be celebrated,
Mhm.
but they should definitely be taught about.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that's not my. Okay. Sorry. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
But the next step to that is no. That's not good enough. We want to remove it completely.
We don't even want you to know that they exist. So if we're going to tear down statues, which in the reality, I don't give two shits. I don't care. Celebrating people is dumb in the first place. But if we're going to tear down statues in a pretend democracy like we have, is the best way to do it just by like a crowd of angry 16-year-olds getting
Yes.
a rope? That's
Yes.
the best way to do it.
Well, that's the most entertaining because people die. Sometimes the statues fall on
Statues
people.
fall on them.
They should put statue tearing downs on pay-per-view.
I'm with that. I think that's a great idea.
So I think the whole concept of it is stupid. Like, okay, so it's no different than any other question that we ever have. Well, who decides which statues need to come down? Because I believe that they tear down statues of like Martin Luther King because they don't know who he is. They just
Right.
assume that he's racist.
I think they took down the elk statue because elk racist in Portland.
Fucking piece of shit.
So there's a the mayor, I guess, in Illinois. She just passed some kind of, I don't know how they do it, legislation or whatever the fuck they call it. Protesting is legal, right? You can have your legal right to protest and riot all you want in Chicago, but she made some kind of an amendment or however the fuck they do that. There are no protests on her street. So you're not allowed to protest on her block, and she has police on. I'm not making this up. She has police on duty to protect her block that she lives on. And if you protest and they tell, even if it's peaceful, they tell you to leave, you don't leave, they arrest you. Even if it's a peaceful protest, this is a no protest zone because she's allowed to protect her right to safety or whatever is the way she put it. But the rest of you fucks aren't. They can protest somewhere else, just not near me.
So I think George Carlin did a bit like NIMBY, not in my backyard.
Oh, yeah?
I'm all for that. If I was mayor or governor,
Uh-huh.
I would say you can loot the stores, just not the ones that I shop at. Not the pastry shop.
Here's a list of stores that I shop at. You're not allowed to loot here, but anything else, good to go.
Nowhere where there's donuts or hot dogs. Anywhere else, go ahead.
They could have put up signs that we sell donuts and hot dogs. I love it.
So this was the Chiefs, formerly the Chiefs, now the Kansas City football team.
Yes.
Okay, so this came out after that. Chiefs to prohibit fans from wearing headdresses, American Indian themed face paint.
Oh my God.
The Chiefs announced Thursday a series of sweeping policy changes for fans at Arrowhead Stadium when like
It's like the iron. They just don't get the irony at all. That's hilarious.
when the national spotlight shifted to Kansas City following the Washington Football Club announcement of their team and logo changes in mid-July. The Chiefs say they are adopting the following measures and policies moving forward. While we have discouraged fans from wearing headdresses for several years, effective immediately, fans will be prohibited from wearing headdresses into the stadium. Face painting is still allowed for all fans, but any face paint that is styled in a way that references or appropriates American Indian cultures and traditions will be prohibited.
What the fuck does that even mean? So blackface is cool? Is that what they're saying?
How do you determine what is American Indian cultural appropriation paint face?
They got to have a panel. this is just more way to get Indians into the jobs. They got to have a panel of 3 American Indians that look at every person as they walk through the gate. Nope, not that guy. Nope.
And they'll be drunk as fuck, so they'll just let everybody go through.
Oh shit!
This isn't what we wanted. We wanted more casinos, not this bullshit.
I don't care how you paint your face. Just spend more money in my casino.
Fans will be asked to remove any American Indian-themed face paint prior to passing security screening outside the stadium.
That's what security's for. Face paint. That's good. At least they're keeping the stadium safe.
How do you, I wish I would have done some, gotten a sample of, say, 10 different face paintings, put them on the screen, so you could determine if they were American Indian-themed.
I'm still
okay,
stuck.
no, I got something. Something. So let's say that you're one of those dot Indians.
All right.
And you're walking through the crowd and security grabs you and says, "No dressing like an Indian."
That's so awesome. I'm still stuck on the security pushing somebody down. He's got face paint. Isn't that the job of security?
Tomahawk him. We are engaged in a thorough review process of the Arrowhead Chop and plan to have additional discussions in the future.
Don't move your hand up and down like this. That's the rules.
We are exploring all options for a modified engagement moment from the drum deck that maintains a unifying effect between our fans and our players, but better represents the spiritual significance of the drum in American Indian cultures.
This sounds like fun. That's all. Come to our sports team for rules. I'm just so fucking stupid.
No.
This is the dumbest thing, man.
Come to the Arrowhead Stadium and watch the football team and engage in a unifying effect between our fans and our players.
Right. You dumb fucks don't even know who your fans are. If this is how you talk to your fans, you have zero idea who the fuck you're talking to.
So you see somebody that looks like me, no shirt, right?
Your face is painted. You got a headdress on and a drum.
You assume that I'm in my backyard in front of my grill bragging about my burgers. I've got a Pabst Blue Ribbon in my hand. Hey, honey, did you see this? They're going to maintain a unifying effect between us and the players. Isn't that great? The important thing is that they're doing something that represents the spiritual significance of the drum in American Indian cultures.
Right. That's what's important in football.
I wish that I was as good at words as this person. You know how dangerous I could be in real life if I was this good with words?
You could be writing legislation.
This includes discussions around how to shift the focus of the drum to something that symbolizes the heartbeat of the stadium.
God damn it, these people are so fucking pretentious.
Isn't it weird that the heartbeat of the stadium sounds like hoya, 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 hoya? And it always rains every time they play that fucking
son
song.
Of a bitch. Our team sucks. We need more rain. Oh, my God.
As allowed by NFL guidelines and the City of Kansas City Health Department for the coronavirus-impacted 2020 season, we will continue with many of the traditions that we have introduced over the past 6 years, including the blessing of the four directions, the blessing of the drum, as well as inviting members of tribes of historic connection to our region to participate in our American Indian Heritage Month game. But we're not making fun
football,
of
you dumb fucks.
we're not making fun of Indians anymore.
Right. Jesus Christ, man. Does anybody who actually watches football give a shit about any of this?
Finally, we are exploring the creation of a more formalized education program with input from both our local and national partners.
Does that mean Nike? I don't know. Local and national partners. I think that just means Nike. Whatever Nike wants.
And DuPont.
And DuPont, right.
I wonder if big cutting boards involved in any of these discussions.
They're a big player in the NFL, right? Oh, this is insane.
We live in a very interesting time.
When do you think that this disconnect started between the people that pull the strings for the football players and the people that watch football. Like these people have literally zero idea the actual people that watch football, what they want or what they care about or what's important to them. They're playing, all of this stuff is playing to a crowd of people that doesn't give a fuck about football. I don't understand.
Okay, so you have the owners.
Yeah.
And they care about football. They're passionate about football.
All right.
They are.
Okay.
I know them. I've talked to football owners.
All right. Like
It's
people
not
that own a football?
It's not a business.
Okay.
It's about giving the fans what they want, which is the love of American football.
Right.
By
That makes sense.
by bringing in as many black people from out of high school as possible, bypassing college, and paying them a fuck ton of money to run with the football.
Right.
Because
yeah, I understand.
Football.
Football. Oh my god.
So you have the owners who are passionate about making money with football.
Yes.
Okay. They hire people that are good with words to say, don't put us in a bad light, but we want to continue making money with football.
Right.
And the people that are good with words say, okay, so in order to make a lot of money with football, no more doing the hiya thing. We've got to steer away from that.
Okay.
And the owners say, all right, well,
we never really liked that in the first place. I didn't
we
care.
never really went to school and you did. So
right. Crazy.
all right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so now we have nothing for next week's show. So
Perfect.
I'm sorry. 3 days from now show.
Ah, son of a bitch. Good thing Antonio and Duget are coming on.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to do this last story. This is a good one. Then we really will have nothing on the board for next week for Wednesday. Okay, so this is another story. Like when I read it, it was about the way that the headline is versus the article itself.
Okay.
Big bold letters. Black Lives Matter.
Oh boy.
Police shoot and kill black man. ... as he walks away from them. Okay, so you read that and it's like, oh, them fucking cops are at it again.
Cops shooting black people in the back.
Okay. 8:56 a.m. PT. I think that's like
Police time.
police time. If we edited, hold on, 8:56 a.m. PT. I think that means police time. I would have said it and it would have been funny.
All right.
I would have got the laugh, not you. Okay. The police department said the shots were fired just as the victim was about to enter the convenience store armed with a knife. What they did not explain, why 11 shots? Okay. A black man was fatally shot and killed by cops, shot 11 times as he walked away from them, and it was all caught on video. The man was at a gas station in Lafayette, Louisiana, when someone called police to report a disturbance. At least half a dozen police arrived, and according to the eyewitnesses who shot the video, he appeared to be holding a knife. You hear the cops order the man on the ground, but he continues to walk. The woman who shot the video says she saw police tase him, but he remained upright. As the man reaches the door of the gas station convenience store, shots ring out, 11 shots, and the man is dead. So they shot a guy who was walking into a gas station with a knife because he wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to do.
That's what cops are supposed to do.
They were protecting the public. Like,
if they would have sent a social worker, she could have talked him down. Jeez.
So imagine you have what they say, 6 cops all standing there.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's walking away from them, walking into the gas station with a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, don't shoot, he's black. And then he goes in there and just starts stabbing everybody.
And they just sit outside watching. Like, oh, what do you want me to do? He's black. There's nothing I can. It's illegal to shoot black people.
Okay, so you know how you, of course, I'm phrasing this in a way to make you look bad, but you know how you used to hate cops?
I still am not a fan.
But do you at least understand, like there, you can at least understand that there's no winning for them now.
Yeah, absolutely. So my view has changed, sort of, right? So I've always been against the cops. I think it's a shitty idea to have to be policed by cops. I think that's a terrible fucking way to run society. But the alternative is just a lawless land where whoever has the biggest gun does whatever they want, right? And I don't know what the answer is. So, but at this point in time, there's no. I said $70 million for you to spit in my mouth. There's no amount of money that I would be to be a cop. You can't. You couldn't pay me to be a cop. There's no fucking way because you can't win. If you defend yourself and the person that you defend yourself from happens to be black, well, looks like you going to jail and probably getting the death penalty. You have to, as a cop, your job now is to let black people commit crimes. That's all right. You know, you bring everybody in the morning. All right, here's our, morning huddle for all the police. Well, black people are going to commit crimes and we're going to let them do it. Go ahead. That's the directive now.
Excuse me, Chief or Sarge?
Sarge. Yeah. Go ahead.
What if they're mixed?
One drop rule.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what the one drop rule is? If you have one drop of black blood, you're black. That was a big thing back in the day.
But so what if you can't tell physically if they are black? Like what if they have normal people lips and normal people hair? I need to know if I can shoot them.
If they look white, you can defend yourself. If they can show a photo on the news and that person looks white on the news, you're good. If that person looks black to somebody who sees a photo, you're going to jail. Don't defend yourself.
What if it's a white person, but from the back you can't tell because they have a real tight perm?
No, don't shoot them. Any way that the media could spin this to where you killed a black person or looked cross-eyed at a black person, you're going to jail. So don't do it.
What if the person in real life and they're white, but they have a lot of tan and they work at a watermelon farm, so they're guaranteed to be pictures of them.
Watermelon farm.
There's guaranteed to be pictures of them that they can use with them surrounded by watermelons.
Just to be safe, I'd let them commit the crimes.
What if you know what?
I would offer your kids up as a sacrifice, just so you don't go to jail.
What if they have a mammy that cooks really good fried chicken?
I'm going to need you to refrain from saying mammy in the police station. You're incriminating all of us.
What if it's a white guy who abandoned his kids?
Those are cool. Those are still good in our book.
You don't think that the media could twist that, Sarge?
Oh, that's a rough one. Is he really, really white? Like, is he wearing a wife beater right now?
He's white, but he's smoking Newports.
Oh, that's rough. All they'll show is the Newports.
Newport smoker was shot by the cops.
That's how they'll portray it. Newport smoker shot by cops.
Warm Kool-Aid was spilled everywhere.
Oh my God. How long before we see that headline, though? Newport smoker shot by cops. Oh, my gosh.
All right. You ready to wrap this up?
Yep.
All right. I think this was a good episode.
It's funny. Oh, shit. All right. We'll see you in the after show for a bit.
Yep, just for a bit.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.